when it comes to business coaching, is it a total ripoff? This is
It's the
taboo.
elephant in the room, but you know what? It's J&K. We're here, and let's just have an open-ended conversation.
Welcome to Reframe Your Biz with Jill Bunny and Kristen Crowley, two women in wellness and fitness here to help entrepreneurs save thousands with tips and tricks on social media, PR, and more. We help you reframe your biz and grow your brand. Make sure you sign up for our membership and get ready to reframe.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's On with J&K. And this week we are talking coaching, which, we've all had coaches. We've all had coaches when it comes to personal training, possibly a life coach. But when it comes to business coaching, is it a total ripoff? This is a bad one. This is one that I think a lot of people don't want to talk about. Like, this is kind of, I don't know, this is taboo.
It's the elephant in the room, but you know what? It's J&K. We're here, and let's just have an open-ended conversation.
Yeah, so we want to talk about it because this was, I actually listened to a podcast where someone was ripping the crap out of business coaches, saying, it's frivolous and they don't know what they're doing and yada, yada, yada. So we wanted to kind of break the stigma and explain to you why having a business coach can either go really well or really horrible, depending on what you do and don't look for. So I think that's the biggest problem, because in 2020, everything's virtual. Everybody wants to create a business online, and they're all like, oh, I could be a coach now. What do you coach? Like, seriously, what have you coached before? What business have you built before? So I think that's the problem. I guess it's where it gets a bad rap, right?
Exactly. Just like personal trainers too, right? A lot of people do a fitness competition or they lose 50 pounds and then all of a sudden, I'm a trainer. And not to say that they wouldn't be great trainers, right? But it's what qualifications do they have to some extent that they have the knowledge, whether you're a trainer or a business coach, but what type of business coach do you need? And I think that's the question that people hiring business coaches really need to ask. We need to ask better questions, because yes, you might be flustered or you're anxious. Maybe you're not making income. So you're thinking, okay, I just need help. So you hire somebody without knowing what you actually need help for. And if you're able to understand questions and what you actually need with your business, then I think you can fine tune it and get a coach that's best suited for you, and not falling for that trap of, I can make you $20,000 in a month and those claims, because we know that that's just hitting a pain point and emotion. And for copywriting or sales copy, yes, that works because we want to hit a pain point. But there's to some extent that how truth is that.
Yeah, I think that the bigger the number the person is trying to sell you on that they can make you in the shortest amount of time is the biggest red flag. I mean, that is, to me, like, if you hear that or see that and you're sucked in by it, and we all are because it's shiny, you're like, ooh, could I really make fast cash in 24 hours and be able to own my own home? We all want that. But unfortunately, in the real world, outside of social media, we have to deal with the thing called reality. And you have to actually do the work. And if someone's coaching you who's never done a damn thing in their life and they've literally just like snapped photos in front of things, yeah, they do deserve a bad rap. And that's why, we always say that, like, one bad apple, shouldn't spoil it for everybody, but there's so many bad apples in that because they all want the Insta fame, and they're living in some little apartment that they can't even have electricity or water because they have no money, because they're spending it on trying to take these trips and look like they are balling when they have jack shit. So, just being very blunt, but that's the sad part of the world we live in now. And the fact that people are honestly a little bit more lazy and they don't want to do the work. So they just want the quick fix. And we came into this not wanting the quick fix for people. We wanted the long-term fix. So I guess that's one of the other thing you should look for number two is, really the proof of what they've done in their business. So have they actually worked in the real world? What real world experience do people have, and how can you apply it to you? Like, how you two can actually use each other, they can hold you accountable or support you. Because if you're going to shell out thousands of dollars, to someone who's never even, done anything close to what you've done for, that's your own fault. Like, I hate to say that, but it's
doing your background due diligence, right? It's whatever coach you're going to hire. We want to know what success they've had, right? They've got testimonials on their website. Can you reach out to that person and talk to them in real life and ask how it went for them, right? That's one suggestion that I have. And the second one would be, what type of business coaching do you need help with? Because a business is huge. There's so many dynamics. We wear tons of hats. So it is accountability. Is it programming? Is it social media marketing? Is it branding, right? One business coach can't do that all. And if they're trying to say they can do it all, well, it's going to be half-assed, or they might be able to have that umbrella management and be able to send you in the right direction for that specific need. But that's where I think business coaching gets a little bit skewed, because it's just not specific enough. So if you're looking for a business coach, you want to know exactly what you need, and then you're going to save a lot of money in the process.
Yeah. And expect that if you want all of the things done for you, you don't want to learn or do any of the systems yourself. You are going to pay for that coach to hire someone to do it for you, which means you're paying a middleman, or you're going to have to hire someone anyways. So, I mean, you have to look at the overall budget of how you want to grow your business and how much effort you're willing to put into it. Because if you're just hiring essentially a babysitter to like just hold your hand and tell you, that they're going to do everything for you, probably not a great investment for you, because you're not going to be able to maintain what they've taught you. And they're probably not going to give you all the secrets either of how they're doing things, and maybe you fall into that kind of pyramid scheme where they're just going to try and turn you into another coach and make money off of you. You have to have, a solid business. They have to have been involved in business. And I know it gets a bad rap. And I was laughing through that entire podcast because all of it was so accurate, because, they're saying they're making six figures, but yet they're posting half naked photos on, some of the new I don't even know what to call them, entrepreneurial things that people have been doing during quarantine. And, it's sad that that's how they're making the money. And that's not complicated, because that is just, sex sells, words sell. It's not there's no meat to it. And I guess
that's where we fall for, right? That's that emotional hook of someone saying, I can make you six figures in 2 months. It's like saying to somebody, I can make you lose 30 pounds, but I don't need to know your food diet, anything you're doing. I can just write you a plan. You're like, no, you need to know who I am. So that business coach needs to know the ins and outs of your business, which means you need to make sure that you've got your numbers right. You've got, your taxes, you've got your accounting, that you can show everything that you have to them, and they can look at it to give you a proper, estimate of what you possibly could grow to within 2 months. So if anyone tells you they can make you X amount in 2 months without looking actually at your business, I would be running really quick.
Run!
Really quick.
Don't fall for it. Just give us your money. No. That's the sad part. Like they will just take your money and you'll never hear from them again, or, they're blowing smoke and you just get sucked into it. So, so are business coaches a ripoff? No, if you know the right questions to ask.
Yeah. Ask the questions, do your due diligence, and look at their intake form, and trust your gut. Our gut can tell us a lot. And if we feel like this is too good to be true, likely chance that's going to be the case. So if you're hiring anyone, take your time to do it. It's a vetting process. I always say, pretend that you're working for Amazon and you have to hire somebody and you don't want to lose your job. You're going to look at the resume. You're going to ask them good questions to see if they're a proper fit. You're the SEO of your own business. So take that same approach. And we should even have more care when it comes to who we're hiring for our business. So take that in mind, because your business is the best, right? And you want the best people to be a part of that.
Yeah. And the budgets can always range. So shop around, make sure it fits you, your timing and everything else. But we want to know your guys' opinions on this. Do you think hearing the word business coach or life coach just like immediately sends red bells off? Go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think about business coaches. And if you've worked with good ones or bad ones, we want to know. And even if you're willing, share how much you've spent and what you in return. So we would love to hear that information, because this is a conversation that a lot of people need to hear in 2020 so they don't get ripped off. So make sure you ask your friends, phone a friend or text a friend nowadays.
Yeah. Give us a call.
Give us a call. We will give you the honest feedback that you need. And if you have any other questions, just pop them below. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. And we'll see you guys next time on It's On with J and K.
We hope you found that helpful. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and join our monthly membership to reframe your biz.